Xabi Alonso is Chelsea manager. Well, how does that sentence make you feel?
Xabi Alonso's blue and white army. I think it's good. I think it's good. It's the best that we could have got.
Are you surprised by, pleasantly surprised by the decision making of Blue Cole?
Yeah, look, we don't know, do we? But I think that Xabi Alonso takes the job only with assurances. I think the fact that they made him the manager rather than the head coach is symbolic. I hope that they give him the free rein that he needs, and I hope that they let him sign some players. You look at how well he did at Leverkusen, it was because of signing players like Granit Xhaka. So let's see how he does it. But he really does have his work cut out because the squad aren't very good, and to all intents and purposes, it feels like we're going to lose it. Like Enzo Fernandez is going to leave, isn't he? Like he's been making eyes at Real Madrid.
You're going to miss him?
We'll miss him because he's the best that we have. One of the best that we have. He starts for Chelsea. He's better than what is going to replace him if he leaves. I certainly won't miss him if we were to go out and buy someone better than him, which isn't difficult to do. You go out and you buy Adam Wharton, no drama. You go out and you buy, I mean, there's countless midfielders. Elliot Anderson, it's absolutely no problem. In the same way that if Cucurella leaves, that's fine. In the same way that when you look at the back line, we need to elevate it. If we sign some kid, it's going to be a disaster. If we go and sign, I don't know, Murillo, great. But it would just be what they do. Do they give Xabi Alonso the money? Do they allow him to manage in his true definition of the word? Or will there be interference from above?
I think he will. I think he will. When he stayed at Bayer Leverkusen an extra season after he won the title, and I thought, yeah, that's quite an astute move before he went to Real Madrid. I know it didn't work out, but I think he's very savvy. He didn't rush into the Chelsea job. He's gone to that Chelsea job with certain assurances, 100%. Do you think he's going to regret the fact that Arne Slot's left and there was a spot there available only a week later?
It's interesting, Booth, because do you know what I was thinking? Okay, look, there's two ways that this is. There is one paradigm that suggests that Liverpool do not know what they're doing. They don't have a clue. They've completely made a pig's ear of this. They didn't know he was going to leave. They didn't know Konate was going to leave. They are playing catch up. They are completely taken by surprise, and a lot of people aren't doing their job properly. Or it's more manufactured, it's more clinical, and they knew that they wanted Areola. They knew that they didn't want Xabi Alonso. But the way that you navigate that is you let Xabi Alonso get himself a job. Because now there's no fanfare. I'm making this up. I don't know the answer.
What goes against what you've just said is, and again, it's kind of like newspaper rumours and stuff, but it seemed like Areola was going to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And like if the Liverpool, maybe it's something that was released by his agents to kind of force Liverpool's hand, who knows? But it felt like he was going to Palace, and therefore it would mean that what you just said it isn't correct.
Yeah, which means that they're winging it and they've missed out on Xabi Alonso.
I think it's different. I think it's the fact that Chelsea as a project have got more money to spend. I think FSG spent £500 million. We think it's 500 net. It's not net, is it? It's based on sales, based on the fact it's diluted across 2 years. They didn't sign anyone the previous season. I think he knows he's going to spend 300, 400 million quid in the summer. But I think he knows he's got more.
Liverpool have to
but on who though? Like the crucial thing for Alonso, the Liverpool have to spend, no doubt. But Chelsea might spend the money, but it's whether they allow him to spend the money in the direction that he chooses.
I think they will.
Also, you've got to remember, mate, our books aren't looking healthy.
I know.
Our books are not looking healthy.
2 seasons out of Europe, you're wow.
Well, we've immediately got...
If you have 2 seasons.
What's that? It's £100 million black hole, right? Immediately. So how splashy they're going to let Chelsea be now? I don't know. How splashy Xabi Alonso will be,
also, that loophole's closed now, isn't it? That you kind of manipulate.
Yeah. So I think that there's problems. But I think Xabi Alonso, and I'm hoping here, I feel like he's a manager that he doesn't need the Chelsea job. You know, in the way
it was a surprise when he took it to me.
In the way Liam Rossini needed it or Callum McFarlane needed it. He doesn't need it.
But it's a big chance, and I know you need a lot of work done to the squad. There is a nucleus of that squad that's very, very talented, and you can build around that. And you look at the fact that we kind of don't know what Premier League we're going into. There's no Pep. There's a new manager going to be at Liverpool. Can Arsenal defend the title? United under Carrick with Champions League. We don't know what next season's going to look like, what the top four is going to look like. Aston Villa are still going.
Yeah, they got one of the best managers in the world.
Well, we had this debate the other day.
We don't know yet.
He's definitely right up there.
We don't know. The Real Madrid thing, I know...
He's 100% the best we could get. He's 100%.
Maybe that was Iraola, though.
Everyone gets sacked at Real Madrid. Capello gets sacked. Everyone gets sacked
that quickly, though.
On record, Iraola can't be seen as being as good a manager as Xabi Alonso.
Winning a league, Premier League proven, isn't it?
But winning a league with Leverkusen and then managing Real Madrid to a very impressive win rate. is more impressive, isn't it, than getting Bournemouth?
No, what I meant by that is, though, you kind of know what you're getting with Areola in the Premier League. You don't know what you're getting with Xabi Alonso in the Premier League.
If we're quite crudely going to try and come up, it was very difficult, right? There's no clear formula for this. But if you and I are going to like thrash this out and go, who's a better manager, Alonso or Areola? Is the answer not just Alonso because he won a league at Leverkusen rather than Bournemouth getting into Europe?
I think just again, obviously, he beat Bayern Munich to the league title, which deserves a lot of credit.
And then got a very impressive win rate at Real Madrid. Like the win rate.
But then he did lose the European final against Atalanta.
Yeah, but he was invincible that season and he won a cup as well. They were on for a treble, invincible treble. They were on until that final against Atalanta with a young squad that he developed with no real major stars. Granit Xhaka over the hill by many accounts when he left Arsenal. You could argue he's ahead of Arteta upon recording. Like he's in the Arteta. He's closer to Arteta than Areola.
But in the Premier League is more difficult.
Stopping Bayern Munich. No, this Premier League's been poor. He's got a low points total. Stopping Bayern Munich is a historic effort.
You have two difficult games.
Who's the last manager to stop Bayern Munich winning the league title?
You have two difficult games.
Yeah, but who's the last manager to stop Bayern Munich winning the title in Germany? Jurgen Klopp. He's one of the greats of all time from Germany. So Xabi Alonso is right at the top.
No, I'm not trying to take anything away from that. What I'm saying is, like, if you don't even have to beat Bayern Munich twice in that league, you can just win against everyone else. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they did beat.
They smashed them.
Yeah,
I remember watching those games.
Yeah,
they smashed
them.
They
did beat them. But look, I don't know. I think it's a very difficult job, the Chelsea job, because you've got to manage from above. You've got Bedad Egbali, who's going to be like on your case.
Do you think
you've also got to, like, I think a lot of players are going to leave. I think Enzo Fernandez leaves. I think Cole Palmer leaves. I think
this summer you think Cole Palmer leaves?
100%. I think it goes to you.
We don't want him. I don't mean that as in I don't want him. I think he's a magnificent player. I just don't think United will be making that kind of signing this summer.
I would bet you money that he ends up leaving, and I would bet you a little bit of money that he ends up going to Manchester United.
I feel like he'll one day play for us because of his family.
I think it's now.
I just don't think we're going to sign him.
I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the amount of money you think it's going to be, and I don't think that Manchester United could turn down the opportunity of signing Cole Palmer.
Because the thing is, right, let's say Bruno Fernandes was to leave.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All of a sudden, Cole Palmer's a perfect replacement.
Perfect.
But if we're not going to sell Bruno Fernandes, which I don't think is going to happen, then where does he play in that team? And I think United
100% plays.
I think under Ed Woodward, but under Ed Woodward would sign him, but we haven't got that anymore.
If your season goes as you want it to go, you're going to play in excess of 60 games, which means Bruno Fernandes, as brilliant as he's been this season, probably won't play to the level in 60 games. So it will be about rotation, it will be about squad management, it will be about easing the burden of Bruno Fernandes, because Manchester United and Michael Carrick will be looking at a serious and sustained bid to win both the European Cup and the Premier League. You can't do that with only Bruno Fernandes and being completely reliant on him.
My point is, though, right, that United need at least 3 central midfielders. We need a winger, we need a backup striker, whatever. This board isn't like the old board in that they're not going to spend money on a player we don't necessarily need right now. Just because he's so like and the money it would take to get him out of Stamford Bridge, the wages that he'd demand, it just doesn't feel like the transfer will try and make
the problem that you have then, the problem is the two things that you're saying, whilst I see why you're saying them, they don't quite tally, because you're saying that you think he plays for Man United one day. I'm saying that he's going to leave now. Sometimes you're going to miss your boat. If you actually
I don't think he's going to leave.
Going to leave.
You think he's going to leave? Didn't he just sign a new deal?
He hasn't.
His
made
injuries.
It
It's hard to sign someone that big with injury record like that. He's not fit, is he?
He hasn't made it into an England squad of 26.
Yeah.
He's not playing in the Champions League. He's played in the Champions League once in his life.
But he's injured right now. It's hard to sell players at that kind of price tag when they're crocked. He's got all summer to get that groin surgery.
But the one good thing about him not making it into the England squad is that he will have finally a summer off.
I agree with your point. I think they do need an attacking midfielder to complement Bruno Fernandes as he gets older. Because he could have a Salah sort of syndrome where he falls off. He's getting a little bit older. But
also, you've got to try and like preserve him, haven't you?
But Fernandes costs £30 million. Just got relegated. And he's got more legs than Cole Palmer. He's fitter than Cole Palmer. He's not better than Cole Palmer.
Who are we talking about here? Sorry,
Mateus Fernandes from West Ham.
Right.
So I think he's far cheaper, half price at least. Half wages, just got relegated, easy to get him out.
Sorry,
they've been linked
Enzo.
as well.
I think Enzo Fernandez leaves as well, by the way. And I think he goes to City.
Mane from Wolves would be better than Cole Palmer in terms of financials right now.
Nah, I disagree.
Maybe cheaper is what I'm saying. It's a cheap thing. It's like a price thing.
No, but Booth, it'd be like me saying to you that I had a Philippe Patek watch to sell. And I will give it to you. I'll give it to you today for 10 grand.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend 10 grand today, right? You're not in the, you've come out your house, you come to work. You don't want to spend 10 grand today. But if I say you can't have it, it's gone. If you don't want it today, it's gone.
Is Cole Palmer a market opportunity in the way that you're thinking?
Yes, in my opinion. Yes, he is.
I don't think he's
If Manchester United, under Carrick, whilst in the Champions League, with Bruno Fernandes, brilliant but older, don't take this opportunity now.
Are you just trying to flog him for some sort of reason?
No, you mad? I love it.
He leaves.
Booth, I'm just being as completely honest as possible.
I know what you're saying.
The reason why he leaves is because he scored a goal for England in a Euros final. He is now not in. He's not in a 26-man squad. Out of 4 seasons, he's played in the Champions League once. He's meant to be. He's meant to be arguably the best midfielder in his position in the country, arguably in the world. Is what he's meant to be. He's not made it into a 26-man England squad. He's not playing in the Champions League again. This is over.
Wouldn't the decision from Xabi Alonso be to want to keep him though? And if he's got like a final say on that?
Yeah, but remember, we don't have money like we did. Our finances. Someone cleverer than me. There's a guy I listen to on TalkSport called Stefan Borson, and he breaks it down. And I'll just tell you my version of what it means. We're fucked, right? Like, fucked. Cole Palmer, everything at Chelsea is for sale. Like, everything. I think if anyone came along and said to Bedard Bali, I want that one, you kind of get it, right, for sale.
That one.
Yeah, right, you get it. How much you have to pay and all that is up for debate. But I think Enzo Fernandez, I think there will be a huge clear out.
So Enzo Fernandez is definitely going.
Yes, probably to City, in my opinion.
I think you just sell others rather than Cole Palmer.
But I think Cole Palmer might want to go as well. That's the other problem.
Maybe.
And apparently, he's homesick.
Because I seen an interview of, I think it was him and his partner.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how weird he finds life in London.
Yeah, well, he's not a London, he hasn't embraced London at all.
Yeah.
He just stays in his house.
He went to Winter Wonderland once.
Yeah, he likes Winter Wonderland.
You can go Winter Wonderland though.
I think he went to the Carnival as well. He likes it. Yeah, he likes Winter Wonderland. He likes Carnival. But you could do those things from Manchester.
I'll spoil it for you. I think you come top 5 quite easy next season.
I think that we could come top 5 because the league's all over the place.
Yeah, quite easy.
But I will also say that Cole Palmer, Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez all leave Chelsea.
Cole Palmer, Cucurella, Enzo. Ooh, you're fucked. You're not finishing top 5.
Enzo Fernandez could quite easily link up with Enzo Maresca.
Two of the three of them are their best players.
Yeah, I rate Chelsea a little bit more. I like Caicedo's there, João Pedro. They have to spend still as well.
No, but I think we need to spend big money as well.
You will.
Like, as much as we're losing players.
I think it's the lap that goes. I think Enzo Fernandez goes. And if it's Cucurella, I think you just somehow keep Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I think Cole Palmer was there in August.
Because you can recoup what? What are we saying for Enzo Fernandez? 60?
No,
80.
Well over 100.
You're not getting 100 for Enzo.
Then we will.
Does he come with 100 million in his pocket?
I think he is still a £100 million player.
Do you think?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait, hang on. I never thought he was a £100 million player.
No, I know that.
But no, I think
he has reduced his market value has reduced.
Also, the fact that he's so openly wants to leave.
Yeah,
shoots that down 20, 30.
80 mil.
It depends what club as well. If it's Man City, I think it's 100 million.
Yeah, you could probably get that City.
I'm vetoing
Did Maresca like him that much?
Maresca loved him, and he loved Maresca. He stopped playing when Maresca left.
Great.
I thought he'd stop playing
when he was... Yeah. No, mate. He's
got a nice contract.
Do you know what? He could be good, but you know him on a bad day? Mate, do you know, like, I saw a thing about, we played Sunderland and Brighton. One of the most obvious properties of a central midfielder, right? Combative, central midfielder, aggressive, tackles. You know, any good player that you think, tackles, win the ball, that's a midfielder. Right, when we were good, Ballack, Essien, Lampard, tackles, win the ball. Essien, 90 minutes against Sunderland, puts in one tackle, loses one challenge. Like, wait, what? You're a central midfielder.
I think he's more of a number 10 than what you think.
He's a central midfielder.
He doesn't get enough goals and assists to be a 10. He doesn't get enough goals and assists to be a 10. He's not defensively good enough to be a 6.
And he's not box-to-box fit enough. He sort of waddles about
useless.
A bit. Yeah, he waddles about a bit. But I don't like him and I don't particularly rate him. But I will also have to say that on his day, big game player. Like, when we play Tottenham away, he scores a winner. When we play Tottenham at home. When we play Paris Saint-Germain away, he's on the score sheet showing them the Club World Cup badge. He knows that Chelsea fans and Mason Mount aren't friends. He gets Mason Mount around the throat.
World Cup winner, that can't go underrated.
Could retain a World Cup, by the way. He could retain a World Cup.
Underrated? No.
No,
He was
but I mean,
brilliant.
they didn't win the World Cup because of Enzo Fernandez.
They
He's a
did.
massive
No,
part of
he
it.
did, mate.
He was him and
They
McAllister.
did. That's exactly what happened, Dad. They
How else
brought
you
him
win a
in for
World-
the game
how-
against.
How else you
They
win
brought
a
him
World
in.
Cup?
They brought him in for the game against Mexico. He scored, and they looked like a different team.
I'm wrong. I just don't rate
No,
him.
when he was in the when he wasn't in the team, they got beat by Saudi Arabia.
That's why he went for 100 mil.
Yeah.
It was
don't
World
rate
Cup
him.
PR.
Don't.
Never sign a World Cup baddie, man. Never.
A baddie.
Yeah.